Hi, everybody. This is Lisa Bousson. You are watching Insights with Psychic Medium Lisa Bousson. That's me. I've been working professionally as a psychic medium for almost 30 years, but seeing spirits since I was a little girl. So today I am doing an all message show. In other words, there's nothing but readings. And in these type of shows, sometimes spirit does come through. Sometimes we talk about psychic things that I pick up intuitively. So we'll get into that. I'm going to adjust my camera just a tad, I'm thinking. So I'm like not right on your face. There you go. All right, so as we tune into the world of spirit, I never know what's going to happen in the readings. I don't have any control over who comes in, but I'm going to give everything to you literally as I hear it, whether I see it, feel it, hear it, taste it, smell it. Yeah, I'll give it to you literally. If you understand it, great, let me know. If you don't understand it, great, let me know. I'll go back and get some more information for you or tune in intuitively so that I can help you to the best of my ability. So depending upon how many people we have here on participants, that really may determine the length of the show today. I have a couple hands raised up right now. If you're in the participants room and you do not have your hand raised and you would like a reading, you need to raise your hand, otherwise I won't call on you, because I'm thinking maybe you're just sitting back watching, which happens once in a while. So with that being said, last weekend I had, oh my gosh, I had two different major events going on at the same time. Isn't that the way it always works out, right? So I had a great big event Friday and Saturday, October 13th and 14th at the Dio Theater, which is really Dionysus Theater in Pinckney, Michigan, which is an event I've been doing now for, I think this is the fourth year I've been doing it, fourth or fifth, something like that. And it's always a fun time. Check them out at Dio Theater. Theater is spelled Theatre, Old English way, yes. And it's a dinner troupe where they have dinner shows and they have a chef cooking a lovely dinner, 2 or 3 meats, and of course all the accompaniments that go with that, as well as dessert and coffee and tea and all that kind of yummy stuff. And then they also have musical shows, as well as me. Of course, I was obviously not musical, other than if your loved ones came through in a musical manner, and sometimes they do if you're aware of my work. But it was such an awesome evening, or two evenings actually, the 13th and 14th, where spirit came through loud and clear, and the audience was so receptive. Of course, it was Friday the 13th. Whoa! Yeah, I love Friday the 13th. It's always been a really cool evening for me, not because I so much get into the hocus pocus type of stuff, because I really don't, even though I was born right around Halloween. But because it's Friday the 13th, I've always had good luck on that day. I don't know why, right? Your day might be April 9th or September 21st or whatever, right? So if you find that you always have good luck on those days. And then also it was raining. To me, spirit are on the ball. It's like a conductor, right? It's like a conductor when spirit come along and it's raining. And unfortunately, though, very often I get double and triple links. In other words, there was a lot of piggybacking going on, but that's okay. It's okay. I just killed 2 birds with 1 stone, if you will, and talked to multiple spirit at once, and it was a great thing. Then also this past weekend, I did a holistic psychic expo in Ypsilanti, right on the border of Ann Arbor at Eastern Michigan University. And I do this show twice a year with Intuitives Interactive, hosted by Amy Garby and her partner Christina. And it was an awesome event. I spoke there as well. I actually did free gallery reading there, so I hope you were able to come out and listen to that. That's always a lot of fun. And then selling my meditation CDs, my guided meditation CDs, and all the accoutrement that go along with meditation. That's what I focus on for those newbies that are out there like you and like where I was. in the meditation genre. Yes. So if you're interested in any of that, look at my website, which is lisabousson.com. That's Lisa, Bousson.com. And you can find all the events and all the product that I sell on my website. Yes. So I look forward to seeing you there. Let's get going. I am going to promote, can you promote Kelly? Tell me what's going on your end, guys. It looks like Kelly's coming on. There you go. Hi, Kelly.
Hi.
Hi. Something must be going on with Carol's paper or Carol's computer or something like this. Anyways, I'll look at my computer screen. Look at this. Can you see? This is a green screen. Can you tell? Okay.
Yeah.
Let me fix this. All righty. Let's see. There we go. That's better. Okay. So how are you, Kelly?
I'm well. How are you?
Great, great. Thanks for
early
tuning.
birthday.
Ah, thanks. Thanks for tuning in. I'm going to be 58. I had to sit there and think that through. Like, am I 57 or 58 this year? Or 59? I don't know. I just sit there and do the math. I guess time flies when you're having fun, right? And you don't pay attention.
Yes.
Yeah. So anyways, how can I help you today, sweetheart?
I have kind of a crazy question. I've been dating or casually talking with a man who is a widow.
Okay.
And it's fairly recent, and everything kind of happened. She unfortunately passed during childbirth, which was on my birthday.
Oh my gosh, weird.
Yeah, I know, crazy. And I'm just wondering if maybe she's over there and if what her thoughts are on it, or if I'm doing the right thing.
Honestly, it sounds like she's hooking you guys up. It really sounds like she's got some kind of hand in this, because what are the coincidences? Honestly, what are those coincidences? So we have to trust that there's something there going on, that you got something going on in the background of you? You got music or something, radio going on?
No. I hear that though.
There's TV going on or something? Oh
no. I'm by myself, unless my dog has learned to talk.
It sounds like the TV's on or something.
I know. I wonder if maybe one of the other people that you put in earlier are coming through.
I don't know. Okay, that's weird. Okay, I don't hear it now. Do you hear it?
No.
That was weird. Weird things happen. You know, electrical stuff in my house is not a good thing. So anyways, getting back to this. While you were talking, I was doodling, and I often do that when I'm doing a reading or like an online reading or a phone reading or something like that. And I just start to doodle, and the doodles actually turn into something. And what I saw looked like a bunch of balloons. So that would make sense with birthday. Here, just about to show you. It was funny. You see that?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yep.
Well, it's either balloons or sperm, so I can't tell. Whatever. So anyways, I'm choosing to believe that those are balloons. So anyways, I really believe, honestly, because I know how spirit works, and they're pretty crazy and pretty great at figuring these things out and understanding how we're going to interpret these things. Obviously, you and this boyfriend, man friend, whatever, were put together for a purpose, right?
I knew him before he met his wife, and we, kind of chatted, but the timing was never right.
Mm-hmm.
So I just want to make sure that I'm being respectful of her. And
oh, there's no question about it. There's no question about it. It's kind of an interesting thing too, because she would have never put you guys back together if she didn't know that there was chemistry there. All right. It's not just about the birthday, even though that's a weird coincidence. It's more than that, right? That's not enough for any relationship to go on, okay? So she must have seen this, that there was a tendency, or she felt like there was a good possibility of at least you helping him through this. Now, how long has his wife been deceased?
Not very long.
Right. That's
Not
what I figured. Because what I'm picking up, now I don't necessarily sense her here, but I can feel the communication of spirit coming through. And I'm picking up that there's even work correlation. There's something about work correlation, like paralleling or something like this. But I also am picking up there's just too many similarities between the two of you, right? There's just too many similarities. So it could very well be, sweetie, that she is hooking you up with her husband because she thinks that you would be great for him, and whether on a long-term basis or helping him to ease back into single life, I guess. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So either way, it doesn't matter. Obviously, spirit has your back, and you're being used. Now you're being used. Sorry, but you're being used to help heal this man. Okay, and if it turns into something more power to you, right? Because she wouldn't have put you in that position if she didn't know that you could have a positive effect upon his life.
Right. Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Very, very welcome, honey. Good luck with everything. God bless you, sweetie.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Okay, kids. Okay, let me get to, now I think I've got Cheryl on the line. However, I don't have her on camera, and that would have been probably where that noise was coming from. But she wasn't on camera, so there must have something's going on with her camera. So very often, even if your spirit loved ones don't come through in a reading, doesn't mean that they're not here. Just means that quite possibly I'm not able either to pick them up totally or completely, or they're coming through very lightly, or they're not able to tune into my radio station as closely or accurately as possible, maybe like one click off. But I can still sense them there. I can sense them there. I can hear them. I can feel them, taste them, or whatever. Yes, taste. Isn't that weird? Yeah. Sometimes they make me taste flowers. Sometimes they make me taste liver. It really depends upon the different things that they like that would be meaningful, right? So let me connect with Julie. She's coming. Hi there.
Hi.
Hi. How are you today, Julie?
Good. You scared me. I thought I lost you.
Nope. I just had to transfer you from an attendee to a panelist, which is what you are now.
Because one of Josie's, I never get to see you when you're on, and I thought, well, just give me whatever you see floating in the air today.
Just get whatever I see, huh?
That
Your
could be
hair looks great. Mind you, everybody, I know Julie from way back. Oh my gosh, way back. At least 15 years, I would think, at least, right?
20, maybe. Yeah, 15.
Yeah, let's go 15. Anyway. All right, so what's floating in the air for you? I'm seeing boxes. I'm seeing boxes, like packing boxes. Would you understand someone moving?
Not really.
Like this
wait, my sister's moving.
Okay, because I get a sense this is a kid. I'm hearing kid.
Oh.
I'm also getting a sense of, okay, is one of your kids in college right now?
Yes, Alyssa.
Okay, because I feel like it's her. I feel like it's the one who's in college.
Okay.
Now, and I'm getting a sense of this is coming along because I don't feel comfortable where I'm at now. All right. So I feel like this is a good thing. So if she feels like, Mom, I need to move, then that's okay. That's all right. Make sure that she moves. I am getting a sense, is she in an apartment or a dorm or something like this?
No, my son's in an apartment.
Okay. All right. because
I'd be sensing both of them.
because I'm getting a sense of I want to go into an apartment or a door. No, not a dorm, more of an apartment type setting. And I feel comfortable here. So if it is your son, which I don't know if it is or not, because why would he feel uneasy? I don't know. But if that were the case, I just get a sense that there's a move. If it's your daughter, yeah, I don't see either one of them moving back home. I see them moving into what looks like a safe apartment. And to be honest with you, I feel like they're just kind of moving area, moving cities or neighborhoods, if you will. All right, so that's, I don't feel threatened necessarily. I feel uneasy, okay?
Okay.
Who's the person around you who used to sew?
My sister, probably.
Okay. And she's on the other side, honey?
Yes.
Because I've got a seamstress coming in. I don't get the sense that she did it professionally, but I think she did it like out of enjoyment, right? Relaxation, if not.
Yes.
Hobby type thing.
Right.
Yeah, so I've got her coming in. And would you understand, she's talking to me about, okay, she's talking to me about Christmas being important, but it's not Christmas that's important. It's like right around Christmas. So this could be a date of birth or date of passing or something like this right around Christmas time.
There's a birthday by Christmas.
Yeah, yeah. So she's saying to me, this is a biggie. This is a biggie for this person.
Oh, yes, yes. I think my brother's turning 60.
Oh, okay, yeah. So it's a biggie. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, she is saying to me, okay, thank you. She's with the person who was an alcoholic. Would you understand this? Just yes or no?
Yes, 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 yes.
Okay, so she's around that person a lot, trying to help that person, whether this person's here or there, doesn't matter. But she's saying to me that she's around that person an awful lot. And she wants you to, so I'm assuming that this person may be alive. She says, let her know that I'm on it. Let her know that I'm on it. Now, are you still there with me, Julie? You froze up, honey. So I'm going to end this and we'll talk to you later, and hopefully that makes sense to you. God bless you, sweetheart. It was great to see you. Take care. All right. Unfortunately, Julie froze up for a bit, so I'm going to change her back to an attendee. Now, okay, something's going on here. This is crazy. There we go. I'm back. Yeah, so obviously there's some stuff going on here with my electronics. It happens not real often, but sometimes it happens. All right, so I'm going to promote Sandy to panelist. Hi.
Hello.
Hi, how are you today?
Very good. How are you?
Good. It's always good to see you.
Yes, good to see you too.
Good. How can I help you, sweetheart?
I just wondered if anyone was in the spirit world was sending me any messages.
Knocking on your doors. Okay.
Yeah, I've seen
Yeah.
some signs.
Pardon me?
I've seen some signs and indications that.
Okay.
there
Is
may
your
be
dad
some-
in spirit, honey?
Yes.
Is your dad in spirit?
Yes.
I'm just getting a sense of a man here with me who is talking to me about, what's a rubberneck? What is that? I've heard that term before, but I don't know what it is.
Rubberneck?
Yeah, what is a rubberneck?
Somebody who like gawks at things. I've heard people say that, like when you pass an accident and you are looking at it.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
That's the only thing I've ever heard that term.
Okay. All right. So let me see where he's applying that. Okay. No, that's not it. He's showing me as I tune into that, he's making me feel like someone is having or had neck problems or neck or throat problems. It's actually right around, obviously, in the neck area. But he's talking to me about someone around you living that is having either neck and back problems. Yeah, I want to stick with that. Are you aware of who he's talking about?
Maybe my mom.
Who's the person that goes to the chiropractor?
My daughter.
Okay, so it's her. I feel like it's her.
Okay.
But he's telling me that she doesn't go all the time. Is that right? Like she goes like
Right.
whenever, it's not like a regular thing.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
He is talking to me about your daughter being sharp on the ball. Do you understand this?
Mm-hmm.
Like professional. She's on the ball.
Yes.
And he's saying to me that that's kind of a funny thing. Is she the boss?
No. But she is
Boss.
that type of person.
Okay. He's saying to me boss, and then he says bossy. So I don't know if she's to me, but I feel like he's making me feel like she's direct. Let me put it that way.
Yes, she is direct. Yes.
Yeah. And there's nothing wrong with that.
No, she is. She's very,
Yeah,
yeah.
he's actually telling me he likes that.
Okay. Yeah, she's assertive. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's good. And would you understand also, he's bringing through a woman. I know she has cancer, but I'm not sure where on her body. Hang on just a second. I get a sense that there's something to do with breast cancer. Who's the person who's had breast cancer or is having trouble with lumps, like lumpectomies and stuff like that?
I don't have anyone in my family who's had breast cancer.
Okay.
My sister maybe has
Well,
had some, but nothing serious,
right, okay. All right. Because, well, what he showed me was like a little scars, like multiple scars, like we go in and do a lumpectomy or something like that, right?
Okay.
So if it is your sister, he's just telling us that this is, along with yourself, of course, this is one of the people that he's surrounding with love and surrounding with protection. And he makes me feel like keeping you both out of trouble.
Okay.
And he's telling me that, I don't know about your sister, but he's saying to me that you are the wise old owl.
Okay.
And much of what you give out verbally is of benefit to other people, even if you don't understand what's, like, where did that come from?
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Okay.
Yeah. So he just says to me that you're a wise old owl, and it tells me that you probably are channeling spirit in a way, letting people know what you feel that they need.
Okay. Okay.
But it's been spirit driven.
Okay. And so, so he seems to be singling out my daughter and perhaps my sister. I don't know who else that might be. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. So, Sandy.
Yeah.
I wish you well. Thanks for listening, honey. Thanks for tuning in.
Oh, thank you very much for doing this.
You're welcome, honey. You take care.
You
Talk
too.
to you
Bye-bye.
soon. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Okay, kids. So, in a reading, again, I have no control over what they say, but I'm going to give it to you literally. If, like Sandy, if you didn't understand it or you can't take something, I don't mind no's. That's fine. I'll just go back to your spirit people and ask them what on earth they're talking about, right? So let's take another listener. All right, let me try to get Cheryl back in here. Cheryl Mitchell. I think she's coming on. There she is. Hi, Cheryl.
Hello, Lisa. How are you?
I'm good. How are you, dear?
Sick with a cold, so bear with me.
Oh no, we're between your cold and my allergy eyeball, we're quite a pair, aren't we?
Yes, we are.
How can I help you, sweetheart?
I'm just pretty much trying to find out if anyone in spirit is trying to contact me. I have a feeling that they are.
Well, one, I get a sense of there being a man and a woman here. I do feel as though one is mom or mother-in-law. I'm hearing the word mom or mother-in-law. Let me tune in there. And then there's also a man to her side, but for some reason I kind of get a feeling like this is a brother. All right, so either your brother or her brother. Would you understand? Hang on, just a sec. Okay, thank you. Is your mom in spirit, honey?
Yes,
Because I get a sense this is on your side of the family. So do you have a brother in spirit, or is she?
she is in spirit.
No. I've got the man here. I don't get a sense that this is your dad. I feel more like this is a brother type energy. So whether this is a brother or brother-in-law to her or brother-in-law to you, I don't know, because I'm not tuning in him yet. Okay.
Okay.
Now, would you understand also, she's talking to me about things being difficult for you of late, because she shows me you climbing up a hill.
Mm-hmm.
That you're it's like trying to move the mountain. Yeah.
Yeah.
And so she's aware of this, and she says, just keep on going. Just keep on going. Doesn't matter how soon you get to the top of the mountain, as long as you get to the top of the mountain, you see. Now, well, this is kind of a weird thing. Would she sew as well? Would she sew? Like on a sewing machine?
No. Mm-mm.
Okay, who's the seamstress around you? This is odd because I had a seamstress here earlier. Who's the seamstress around you?
Well, my aunt.
Okay, so I've got her coming through as well. This is such a weird thing. 2 people in a row. I'm seeing sewing machines. They go, okay, fine. So, right. So aunt is also with mom. And do you understand B? B as in boy, or B as in Bianca, or whatever?
No.
Okay, so I've got this B. Just remember that the B, the initial B, came through. Okay. Okay, who's Bobby? Robert.
My father.
Your father. Okay, so he's coming through as well. Yeah, it's the B for Bobby. Okay, thank you. He's also, hang on, was he a big guy?
He is a big guy.
He is a big guy.
He's
Okay.
not in spirit.
That's okay. No, that's good, actually. So as long as he's a big guy, okay. As long as he's a big guy, then what I've got is mom telling me about dad. Okay, telling me about dad. You also understand. Are there 2 R's? So we have Robert. Is there another R, like Roger or Ronald or Ralph or something like whatever?
There's Robert, and then there would be Robert Jr.
Okay, so 2 Roberts. Okay, yes, because she's talking about there being 2 of them. Yes.
Yes.
What she's saying, I love your mother. She's sassy. I love her to death.
She is sassy.
Well, she's saying to me that I'm watching over both of them. And it's not that she's watching over both of them. She's keeping them both in line.
She needs to.
Keeping them both in line. Now, she's saying to me that your brother is going the route of your father. So, and I don't necessarily think that that's a great thing. I feel like it has to do with stubbornness, their own stubbornness. And I am, from her, getting the impression that this has to do with health. Would you understand that?
Yes.
Okay. She's saying you have nothing to do with this. As much as you can urge, you cannot force anybody to go to the doctor. You can't force anybody to clean up their eating. You can't force anybody to go out for a walk or whatever. So she says, quit giving yourself a mental breakdown about this.
Okay.
Yeah, so as much as you are trying to help, she sees that it's causing you stress. All right? So don't do it. It's their life. Let them lead it the way that they need the way they need to lead it. I know it's difficult, you know, when we can see it happening in front of our faces, yet we can't do anything about it to help, right? So as we know, it has to be self-driven, and they have to come to that realization on their own. And just as spirit come through, they also tell me that, you know, they have free will, just as those in spirit do, right? So, and that is their free will. If that's their free will to wallow or to sit around and do nothing, then that's their free will. So she just asks that you not worry so much about everybody. And I know, oh, right, that's like turning off a switch. I'm sure that's going to happen, right?
Right.
So, yeah.
Of course it is.
Yes, but for your peace of mind, honey, she's saying lighten up. Yeah, lighten up on them and lighten up on yourself. Okay. So God bless you, sweetie. Thanks for tuning in.
Thank you, Lisa. You have a wonderful day.
Oh, you as well, dear. Hope you feel better.
Thank you.
Bye-bye. All right, my little chicklets. Let's see here. I'm going to promote Shannon to panelist. And here she comes. Keep in mind, everybody, if you're on the line and you don't have your hand raised, I will not call on you, so make sure your hand is raised if you'd like a reading. I can hear her. Here she comes. Hi.
Hi.
Hi, thanks for joining me.
Thank you for having me.
Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome. How can I help you?
I just wanted to know if anybody in spirit had messages for me.
Okay, so there's a couple things. As soon as I saw your face, it's kind of like a link. You know, not only at a distance, you can do phone readings or Skype readings or something like this. And a medium can connect with your energy, right? By your name, by your face. Everybody works a little bit differently. But as soon as I saw your face, I got a sense of you attempting, I don't know how successful you've been, but attempting to find some type of stress relief, whether you're meditating or sleeping a lot lately or whatever you're doing. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So have you been trying to meditate?
Yes.
How's it going?
When I actually do it, it feels great. And then I let it go because I feel good for a little bit. So
I get it. I'm guilty. I get it too. I get it too. And then we need to go back to those practices to kind of revamp or recenter our energy. Yes.
Right.
Life takes over sometimes, you know, life takes over and we get busy and we get carried away and all of a sudden it's the middle of the afternoon and too late, you know. I get it. I get it. So I think spirit, whether it's your spirit guides or angels or whomever that's around you right now that's getting through to me, I really believe that what they're doing is reinforcing the idea that a daily, if not 3 or 4 times a week, meditation for you would be great. It doesn't have to be hours on end. It can be 10, 15 minutes. All right. But to sit and ground yourself, that's the huge thing. Because what I'm hearing is that you're an energizer bunny. You're going, 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 going. And as I said earlier, yeah, sometimes life gets in your way and intrudes on what you know you should be doing. It's kind of like an exercise program, right? You got to stick with it to reap the benefits. However, it seems to me that we are our own worst enemy. You know, we put ourselves last. Are you a mom?
Yes.
Yeah, I get it. Yeah, we put ourselves last. But so they came through talking to you about just kind of schedule that me time on your calendar, right? It can be half an hour, 15 minutes even. Yeah, so try to get back into that meditative state a couple times a week. Do I think it's necessary to meditate every day? No, not really. Is it beneficial? Oh, you betcha. But is it, you know, if you're not in a dire strait or depressed or whatever, It's not necessary to do it every day. So don't feel guilty about that. Now, the other thing that was coming through was I saw you with a protective bubble around you, like intuitively here. And I always teach my students to use that protective bubble when they're around someone who is not of the highest and finest energy, okay? Or even someone who's kind of snarky or someone who is just a nasty person, right? So whenever I see you with a protective bubble around you, that just tells me that you need to bubble up because there's someone like that around you, right?
Yes.
I do get an essence that this is not in your home. I don't feel like it's in your home. I feel like it's outside, like public work, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And I just saw what I usually do for snarky, like, you know, one of those things. Yeah, I just saw that intuitively. Yeah, so I just get a sense that this person, to be honest with you, and to be a little blunt, has a bug up their butt, as my mother would say.
Okay.
Yeah. So whether they're just not getting along with your energy, whether they are jealous of you or envious of you, which I feel like that is the case. Yeah, that feels right. It just felt right when it came out of my mouth. It just felt right.
Okay.
So I would say, you know what, when you know you're going to be around this person, bubble up. Bubble
Okay.
up. Because their snarkiness will not be able to permeate that bubble. It'll protect you. Okay?
Okay.
Yeah. So what I do is I imagine a bubble, like a kid's bubble, but coming around from my head, traveling down to the bottom of my feet. Now I can move around with this bubble, so that's fine. It can go where I go. But this bubble is impermeable. If you can imagine plexiglass or like real thick rubber, like rubber that's like 3 or 4 inches thick, that's my bubble, right? So you can move it, but there's no way anything's getting through. So what you may notice, if you're in front of this person and you've got this bubble up, what you may notice is they're barbs, and you're like, what will happen is they're going to ask you, something's different. Are you okay? Right? Because their negativity, their nastiness is not then attaching to you. It's going back to its source, right? Because if there's no target, it'll go back to its source. So in other words, you're not affecting them. They're already affected. But by sending you out these barbs, they feel lighter. They feel more important. They feel free because you've just taken on all their nastiness, right? They don't feel that anymore, right? So interacting with you, once again, they'll ask you what is wrong with you because they're not getting that release. All right?
Okay.
But nonetheless, don't take on someone else's nastiness.
Okay.
Oh, my dear. So good luck with you.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Take care, sweetie.
So, bye-bye.
Let me get Carol back on. Let me see. Okay, so let me try to get Carol back on the line. This was kind of a crazy thing with Carol. She jumping in, jumping out, that poor girl. All righty. Hi, Carol.
How are you?
I'm good. Sorry about this crazy mix-up stuff. I got
That's
people
okay.
going in and out all over the place today.
That's okay. It's fun.
Oh, confusing, but fun.
Right, all right.
How can I help you, honey?
I want to know if I'm making a career change soon.
If you are making it. Okay, the question is really not if, it's when.
Yes.
Okay? It's not if, it's when. One of the big things that I'm picking up around you, Carol, is the fact that I feel like you've outgrown your responsibilities right now. All right? I'm
Absolutely.
been there, done that, over it. Okay?
Absolutely.
One of the things that happens, you know, as much as you try to be good at your work or try to maintain that standard, I just get a sense that sometimes we get to the point where we just don't care as much, you know, and others might see that attitude as not good, even if it's just a slight change in the attitude, okay? But then also our work quality may falter a bit. Not because we don't know our stuff anymore. However, it may be because maybe we get distracted. Like, oh, look at that going down the street. Or, oh, I'm hearing this conversation in the other room or whatever, right? So you wind up finding that you have to double back and you're finding your own mistakes or finding little things that you could be doing better. So one of the things you need to ask yourself, Carol, is it time to move on, like intentionally? All right.
Absolutely.
And to be honest with you, I think it is. I'm getting a sense that it is. And I would much rather have this change be of your own volition versus you making a mistake or something coming along where you're let go. Okay. You're laid off or forced retirement or whatever the case may be. Now, if I were to get a timeline, I want to say you should probably be doing this by April. Yes, 2018, the next year, okay? So start putting your resume together. That's if you want to continue working. Or put your resume together with the intention that maybe I want to downgrade. Maybe I don't want as much responsibility, okay? Because I know that happens quite often when we get to a certain age where I want to come in, I want to put my time in, and I want to clock out and be done with it. I don't want to have to be working 24/7 or on the weekends or in the evenings or whatever, right? So really figure out what it is that you want.
Okay.
That you need, that you want, and put all that down on a piece of paper so you can have a visual clue as to what could possibly fit that. And maybe you're doing the same thing that you've always done, just part-time. Maybe you're working parallel to what you're doing now. I don't know. But I am getting the intuitive hit that right now, this is so funny because right now I get a sense, is your dad in spirit?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. So I've got this man, I'm hearing his voice and I'm hearing, oh, she's smoking hot. Now, I don't know if he thinks you're smoking hot, like gorgeous babe, whatever, but I got the sense that you're smoking hot in what you do. All right? Like you're on the ball.
Oh.
Okay? You're on the ball. Now, but do you want that same level of responsibility? Okay? Yeah. So
I actually enjoyed that, but I'm ready for a change.
okay. All right. So you're ready for the change, but you like the responsibility. Okay. And that's great.
Yes.
Like I said earlier, intuitively, I just said, put down in writing or know for sure what you want, what you don't want, and make sure that you really have a good grasp of this. And then intuitively, I'm hearing open the door. Open the door, because I am getting a sense that there's a big change coming for you. There's a big change if you'll allow it. All right. So it was funny because I was listening to a podcast yesterday and they were talking to me or talking to whomever about we all have that point of genius within ourselves. And of course, like I would never call myself a genius in anything, but we all have that thing. We all have that thing that we're excellent at. And we're not talking egotistically here. We know our strengths, all right? And so I'm intuitively getting, what on earth is that? Do you hear that noise?
People are talking, they just passed me.
Oh, I was gonna say, do I got something else going on here again? Oh my goodness, okay. So anyways, you have that point of genius. Make sure that whatever you do, you include that you're able to use that. Because not only are you good at it, usually that point of genius is where we know we're making the most difference. Also, it's the point where that we enjoy. All right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So it's kind of like giving back to ourselves. Yeah. So Carol, thanks for putting up with this crazy software today. I enjoyed talking with you and I hope that helps you out. All right.
Great, Lisa. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
All right, my chickadees. So that's it for today's show. Remember, you can see me on my website at lisabousson.com. That's Lisa, Bousson.com. Even as important as that, you can find me on my Facebook page, which is just facebook.com/Lisa Bousson, because that's where you're going to have advance notice of all the podcast shows that are coming up, all the podcast shows that have been edited and uploaded into iTunes and YouTube, as well as upcoming events, classes, and freebies. We all like freebies, right? Yes. So don't forget, everybody, your loved ones are around you all the time. All the time. They're not upstairs playing fiddlesticks or whatever that's called. They're right here by us. They're right here all the time. So remember that. Enjoy them. Talk to them. And as always, my lovelies, remember to seek the divine, be the divine, and you're going to reap the divine. God bless.